How's it going? Welcome to Good Company and welcome back to the Gigafactory. Today we are just going to be increasing production on various modules around the factory, and that is because next episode we're going to do a complete redesign of our handheld product assembly room, and we're basically going to double production of the handheld product. So first of all, just clearing a little bit of space in the metal workshop. I realised we were actually making compound sundries in there, but we don't need to do that anymore because we have our component making workshop, so we're just going to bring those over. I do bring over coated glass as well, however we don't actually need that, so that was wrong. But the point was just to clear a little space in here to actually make some more coils, because we only had 3 tables making coils and we needed quite a lot for the power supplies. I was going to try and use the metal processing machine for that, however we didn't have it unlocked. And to actually get it unlocked, you need to have research points, which we didn't have enough of. So I just cleared down the research queue just so we could build up the points again and get all of the machines unlocked. Moving on to the audio visual department, just deleted all of the tables making the 16 segment displays because we are using pick and place machines. These can make 10 16 segment displays every day, which is decent production. And how I've set it up here, workers do have to put material into the machine, but the 7 segment display will automatically move from one machine to the other. And this is very, very temporary because we are going to move on to the LCD screens when we unlock them. Just realised as well that the second tier of the research points wasn't going up very quickly, and that is what we needed to unlock all of the machines. So did a little bit of tweaking on the research area. Basically, I'd set every single table to be able to analyze all 3 modules, but that did cause a little bit of a problem because what ended up happening was all of the tables ended up analyzing the same module, and that was a bit of an issue because it would give us the same points. What I ended up doing was setting 4 tables to analyze one module, another 4 to analyze another one, and then the last 4 to analyze another module, and that gave us an equal distribution of research points coming in. Going back to the metal workshop, just placing down some tables to make some more coils. These are for the power supplies, and we do end up running out of screws as well for the power supplies, but we'll get to that a little bit in the episode. And well, just looking around, bouncing around the factory, just trying to figure out what's going on and figuring what I can do next. I did notice as well that production on these 16 segment displays wasn't really that good, and that is because we were running out of the integrated circuits. And I say this every time I mention integrated circuits, but they are an absolute pain because you just need so many. We have got 6 pick and place machines at the moment making them. However, we do increase that to 8 in a minute, that you'll see. But again, that is not enough. So we've got something really good coming up in a couple of episodes time with integrated circuits. Did just try and sort out the courier route first before increasing production, because you can actually set each courier to take more modules just by setting more of the same module at the top, if that makes sense. You can see I've got 3 integrated circuits at the top, and that will basically triple the amount of integrated circuits that each courier worker on the route can transport. And it didn't really work how I thought it would do, and that is purely because we just do not have enough production on the integrated circuits. So I was just looking at the workers on the courier routes just to see if they had any products stuck in their inventory. So it's always nice just to go around and clear out their inventories sometimes because it can get stuck. So here we are at the component making workshop, just adding a couple more pick and place machines to make integrated circuits, and it does block off a few walkways, so I do have to do a little bit of a rearrange of the tables just to make sure nothing's blocked off, but that wasn't too difficult. Just moved them over one square, made sure all of the walkways were still accessible, and it was all good in the end. But yeah, the integrated circuits have got 8 pick and place machines. It's still not enough, so I think at that point I decided drastic action needed to be taken to rectify the situation, and in a few episodes time we do, let's just say it's very drastic what we do with the component making workshop. Going over to the power plant again, just increasing production by upgrading the tables for the power supplies, and we do actually put down a couple pick and place machines making power supplies as well. Moving on to a little bit of an experiment, to be totally honest. I didn't plan this to happen in this episode, but we had a little bit of time left and I was like, you know what, I'll do this on camera. Normally I plan out machines, but I thought, you know what, let's just go through the process just so you can see things that go on while making a machine, basically. I don't know if this is the best example because it's quite simple, but I don't know, I had fun making this. We don't really use it in the end. It's a double battery stack making machine. We've got two of the battery making machines next to each other, pointing in opposite directions. One makes a single battery stack and one makes the double battery stack. We've got one shelf that supplies both of them, and then the final product ends up on that first shelf as well. The idea was to make a little modular machine like that, like we did with the case making machine, and just replicate that throughout the factory. However, we don't actually use the battery stacks anymore. In the small power supply category of power supplies, you have the battery stacks and then you have the power packs, and we actually move over to making the power packs because they are a lot easier to make and a lot cheaper, and on the scale that we need to do stuff, we actually, well, it would just be unfeasible to do the battery stack side of stuff. So did just set the research going again on those power packs because that's what I wanted to do fairly quickly, but for now it's literally put that machine down, try and get it working, and well, just do a little bit of an experiment, to be totally honest. Here we are looking at the power supplies again, like I said, putting down some pick and place machines just to increase production over there. I don't know why I did that in the end. I think maybe, you know what, this video is going so quick, so much is going on, I can't even keep up. I guess I looked over at the large assembly room and realised there weren't enough power packs, so just sorted them out, I guess. But here we are finally at the final, I called it the resting area, the final resting place for the product. This is where all the products sell from, so do actually get some good production in the end, and well, we make profit, which is good. So thank you for watching, thank you to the workforce, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you on the next one.